Alright guys, let's see how we can solve merge conflicts coming from clashing code between our colleagues and us. So here it's a quite simple example when we have one HTML file with some JavaScript. We've just finished writing our feature for changing the background color. Then we are adding one console log to it. So far, we have made our first commit and it's in our repository. But at the same time, our colleague has written something else. And if we type git fetch or click on this button, fetch from all remotes, we'll see soon that there are some incoming changes. So in this case, we can click on the incoming changes and we see some lines have been added, as well as our button has been deleted, and on top it has been replaced by our colleague's code. So let's see how we can solve this. First, we have option to stash the changes, but in this case, it's better just to also commit them. So this console log line that we've changed while we were working on this feature, we can save the file, and here are our local changes. We also have added lines from the formatting, and the main change is that we have added this line. Now we can add or stage the changes, and we will write a message like a work in progress on changing the mode. Okay, we make one local commit, and here it is. As we can see, with the blue, we have our local commits, and with the purple are the ones that are coming from the server or from our colleagues. So the next thing to do is to try merging them. Since our local repository is clear, so we have committed everything, we can try to pull the changes from our colleagues. All right, so at this point, we'll open up our terminal and we'll type git pull, and we see the following message that the branches cannot be fast forwarded. So we can use either git merge or git rebase. So let's use git merge, and this automatically is telling us that we have merge conflict, and then we need to fix the changes and commit the result. So let's see what is happening. Since here we have one button, resolve in merge editor, I'll click on it, and basically with this merge editor, we'll see what's happening with the changes. So the resulting file is here at the bottom. On the right side is our file. So this is what we have written with the event listener and the changing mode. And on the left-hand side is the incoming changes, which are coming from our colleague. In this case, we should be able to choose line by line what to accept. So accept the incoming changes as well as our changes. And here we see the result incoming plus current. And right now, this is the resulting file. Of course, this file will not be working correctly because we have some strange mixture between HTML and JavaScript. That's normal. In this case, we just want to complete the merge and to know that we have all the codes inside of one file. And now we need to fix the conflicts. I think so far this will be the hardest work because you need to check the code logically and to see whether it functions. So as you can see, Git sometimes is not very good at detecting changes. And we have, in this case, 2 times our application copied and paste. And everything depends on us on how we will resolve this. I can just delete part of the code and see that this is the functionality with the button. I'll add it here. And from the script, I'll just copy paste what it was done from my colleague, and I'll paste it here at the bottom of the script. Now we see this duplicate code. So first we're grabbing our button, and then it's the logic. And what happens that we're triggering this track click function. So whenever we click on the button, we are following this logic here. So we can very clearly copy the logic after hours here in the at event listener part. And of course, we can use the count here above. This will allow us just to remove the duplicate button. And now this should be correctly running application. Of course, this is a manual and you need to do it very carefully, following line by line the code. And when you're happy with the result, the next thing that you need to do after fixing the conflicts and everything works, so it's tested that whenever we click on the button, we'll increment the count and we'll enable dark mode. in this case, we'll be able to create a merge commit. So in this case, we have our merge file that we can add to our staged area, and automatically we see the message merge remote tracking branch. We can leave it like this. So we create this commit, and as you can see here on the graphics, it unifies our commit, current work, together with the work of our colleague. So we are at this stage here, and we can push our changes right now into the remote repository. So that's how you handle specific conflicts. The most important to know is just in such cases to include all the code and then observe it and analyze it line by line. And after you're sure that the code works, you can merge commit and push it to the online repository. All right, if you have enjoyed the information and you find it useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.